I blame you.
Hey, I blame sleepiness. So, before we begin, let me just say this. I forgot to turn the camera on, so we went through about 20 minutes of talking to the camera without it recording.
That's not even the thing. He turned on the camera. He took pictures and then left the phone alone, and it went to sleep mode. So...
I blame technology. He blames me. He's mostly in the right, though.
What is up, guys? This is Otaku Kent and Review It Dan. Take 2 of our discussion of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu.
Pikachu.
That's why I said Pikachu.
You said Pichu.
I digress.
Still the same Pokemon.
Well, let us just hope we do not argue like we did in the last one. That would be, I mean, that's the only upside.
We argued?
Yes.
We never argue. More like heated debate.
Don't you turn into my girlfriend now. Just because she's in political science, she has that excuse. You don't.
Okay, so, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee was just announced yesterday night?
Last night, yes.
Today's Wednesday.
Tuesday night. And then they had a conference following soon after where they talked a little bit more about it. We're going to discuss what we think about it. Let's start from the very beginning. It is a remake or reimagining of Pokemon Yellow, which came out 20 years ago this year.
Yeah, I feel old now.
Oh, no, that's not even half of it. I have people at my work who are 15 and they've never heard of Spyro the Dragon.
Oh, how have they never heard of Spyro the Dragon? That's sad right there. That's
another video on its own. I don't know.
We'll talk about that another time. Maybe next week. Looking at the video, it looked a lot like how Pokemon Go looks. Just,
yeah,
on game.
The characters themselves, first off, the graphics of Eevee and Pikachu, astounding.
This is how Pokemon used to look. This is how they look now.
See the high-res difference between tiny and plump to
shiny and chic.
Shiny and chic. This is a I Choose You Pikachu from about 20 years ago. This is a Build-A-Bear Eevee that my girlfriend got.
I used to have one of these before my dog ate it. Yeah, it used Bite. It was super effective. Sad now.
And then it didn't just faint. It went to the Pokemon Tower. These are old references, people.
Very old references to the first few games, actually.
Yes.
So,
as I was saying, the characters don't look bobbleheady.
Yeah.
Which I was very happy about. I mean, they do kind of. Their heads are still kind of big, but they're not overly big like they have been in the past couple generations to me.
Yeah, to where the neck should be broken from the sheer weight of the skull.
Yeah. Now they did a little better with X, Y, and then Sun and Moon. They made them a little more human. However, they still looked a bit bobbleheady to me. That's just me personally.
What about Pokemon Go though, with your character on there?
That looks like straight up. They scanned my face and they put it in game. Like they like the detail in human features is much more different. But that's only because Niantic made the game and not Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. Yeah. The mechanics. I had a fear about this, and it sadly is true. You catch Pokemon like you do in Pokemon Go. I'm fine with that. Throwing the Pokeball, I absolutely loved it. I was waiting for that for the Wii. Back in those days.
Back in the days where there was much more anger toward Nintendo, and Xbox fans and PlayStation fans were just trying to kill each other.
Yeah, and Nintendo was like, we're waiting for you to blow up. We'll be here still.
Before you say Nintendo should go bankrupt, they have, what, over $4 billion in the bank?
No, they got at least $8 billion after the Switch.
Yeah, the Switch, they made bank.
It's bank. Anyways, you can't battle the wild Pokemon, which worries me.
That is something that I do worry about as well. Mostly because I'm used to, having Pokemon just going, all right, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt. Pikachu!
And then, then they'll get attacked. You can poison them, sleep them. Anyways, that worries me to the point where I'm wondering how the balance system for the battle system, I'm wondering how balanced it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because if you get stuck at a certain point when there's no trainers to train on, you're stuck. Because in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, you battled that trainer, you can never battle them again. The only replayable battles would be the Elite Four.
Mm-hmm. And Wild Pokemon.
Yeah, and Wild Pokemon. You take the Wild Pokemon out and you leave the trainers as they are, that's going to be a big problem. Unless they add the Versus Seeker, or maybe they'll add a few trainers you can rebattle like they do in Gold and Silver, where they call you. Or maybe even, what was it, Pokemon Emerald? Where you could, it was very rare. I personally never saw it happen with mine. But you could technically rebattle the gym leaders. They would, call you or whatever, and they'd blink on the little thing saying you can rebattle them.
So you're back again. Well, guess what? Now I'm going to beat you and get the gym battle back. 5 minutes later. How could this 10-year-old beat me not once, but now twice? Well, I got 2 gym battles now.
You're thinking of gym badges, first off.
Yes, you know what I mean.
And second off, you wouldn't get a second one.
I know, it's a joke. It's a joke. Just because you don't understand jokes.
I'll make Eevee hurt you.
What are you going to do? Smother me?
This is now the Kent show. Just kidding. Grabs him by the beard.
So, one thing Taka was talking about last as well, the Pokecon, as he calls it.
The Pokeball Plus. It is literally a Joy-Con in Pokeball form. One thing, okay, little more detail on that. It has an A button, I'm assuming, on the top or on the bottom, and you have the joystick, which I'm sure you can push the joystick in as a button as well. My only thing about it, I looked at some of the specs of the Pokeball. 3 hours of battery life.
Ooh.
Yes. Now that's as a controller. They did not specify, when you take the Pokemon with you in the Pokeball, what's the battery life for that. But yeah, 3 hours of battery life is not a lot. Especially if you're going to be out and about during the day. You can only charge it via USB. It doesn't have you can't just hook it up into like the side of the Joy-Con to charge it up. It doesn't work like that. Personally, it would make more sense if they had a attachment that would go on the side of the Switch to charge it up that way. That would be interesting. I would personally like that better. But that's me nitpicking at that point. But yeah, 3 hour battery life is not good.
I actually wonder if it's going to be like the IV Go's. Not the IV Go, sorry. That's a different item entirely. The Pokemon
Go Plus. I have never changed. Now, I've washed one to death. And dropped it to death. But that's only because the wristband doesn't fit my freaking wrist. I got massive hands.
He doesn't have normal human wrist. He has Hulk wrist.
Hulk smash. Anyways, yeah. If Nintendo, if you're somehow watching this, make a bigger wrist. I don't care if it's
or have a necklace for it.
Well, I mean, you can do that easier on yourself. But I just want the wristband because I can't. I mean, I've looked on the fan made ones and stuff like that, and they're not exactly cheap, but I mean they also look like they're cheap. They're expensive, but the materials are cheap.
Yeah,
that makes more sense. Getting off topic, the Pokeball, I'll just call it Poke Controller. The Poke Controller, you can take a Pokemon with you from the Pokemon games, and then you can also use it as a Pokemon Go Plus for Pokemon Go, which I find very interesting. However, I'm pretty sure you can't do both at the same time.
True.
You can also transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go into the Eevee Pikachu. However, I'm guessing
estimating
that you cannot take Pokemon that have not transferred. You cannot transfer Pokemon you caught in Pikachu and Eevee and transfer them to Pokemon Go, because that would break. It would be convenient for us to capture the regional Pokemon that we can't catch for the first gen.
Kangaskhan, Mr. Mime, and for some Farfetch.
Yeah. And then for the ones here, it would be Tauros. You would not be able to transfer those Pokemon to the other one. I'm curious on how that's going to work. If they can, that would... I mean, that would save a lot of people who are much on the financially challenged side, like ourselves, who can't travel, to help us out with catching those Pokemon, filling the Pokédex, that sort of thing. Even if it's just putting in the Pokédex and then they have to go back, I'm fine with that. I mean, I don't need them in the storage. I just want them on the decks. Anyways.
Yeah.
The co-op.
Oh yeah. Now a Pokemon game that's 2-player, not for battling only. Now you can jump in the game and join in.
Literally, like, I'm player 1. I'm playing mine. Don't worry about that.
God dang, I'm trying to find them, but
they're all hooked into chargers.
Yeah.
You have the player 1 controller. He comes over, says, "Hey, can I play?" And I hand him the other one. He shakes it. No, you don't even do that. You just shake it.
Yeah.
And it will plop him in the middle of the game. Now, whether it lets you be choose a boy or a girl, that's another thing.
It's random.
If it's random, I'm going to laugh. You shake it. I'm a girl.
I'm the most beautiful girl in the game.
The beauties are cringing.
Now,
The lasses are salty.
I burn women's eyes.
I'm not going there. The joke was too easy.
What? You say turn to stone?
No, I wasn't going to say that.
Yes, he was.
No, it wasn't.
Now, I even asked him Utaka about this, about if it would be able to transfer game data, like the second character of the game, to the person's Switch, in case they don't have the game and want to play on theirs.
In other words,
no.
He asked me if you're player 2 in one person's game and you capture Pokemon, can you take those Pokemon to your own profile, in your Switch, or your own profile in the other Switch? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Whether it's within a same Switch or a different Switch. No, you cannot. Whatever Pokemon you catch in that game file is for that game file. Now, I'm curious to see if you get more of a critical catch when, they both converge, like that we saw in the trailer.
Oh yeah, it's like the ultimate catch in the world.
Yeah, although I'm very curious on one thing. Does that count as 2 Pokeballs being thrown? Because if that does, I'm going to be butthurt. Because Pokeballs can get expensive real quick.
Yeah.
1,200 Poke, I call it Poke, 1,200 Poke money for 1 Ultra Ball. And that's another thing. How are we going to build up money if you can only battle so many people? They better have a replayable battles. I'm just saying. I know I'm going backwards, but still.
Yeah. Now then.
And the casino. I wonder if they're going to add the casino. I highly doubt it, though, because when they took out the casino at Gen 4, they redid. My brain just stopped. They redid Pokemon Red and Blue, made them Fire Red and Leaf Green. The casinos were there. They remade Gold and Silver into Heart Gold and Soul Silver. The casinos weren't there. And then we had Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. The casinos weren't there. Now, the casino was technically there in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but it was like a weird game. There wasn't roulette or anything like that. It was just a weird mini
No way to make money. No gambling.
Yeah, well, it was gambling, but it wasn't in the normal sense, because in all the other games, it's always been slots. You didn't have slots. And then eventually they added roulette. They didn't have roulette. I'm curious. I'm pretty sure the way they've been progressing with this, they're not going to add the slot machines back, which pains me because the slots are fun. Especially when you hit those 777s, you get all those coins, and because they got to have a way to get Porygon. Porygon was the only way you can get Porygon in those games was to get get 9,999 coins in the thing. You could always buy them, but that goes back to, can you make enough money to do so? Like I was saying earlier.
Do with this Porygon? Well, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. No, literally. Give the arm and a leg. That's nice weather today, isn't it?
And then suddenly a little car just slipped in front. Please stand by. We're having technical difficulties.
Mommy, my game just started acting really weird. Let me see, Junior. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, do you have anything else to say?
Did we were talking about the battling stuff? Like,
yes.
Did we say maybe adding later to the game?
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen?
No. The traditional Pokemon games will come back with battling a wild Pokemon in late 2019 when they release. I'm going to guess it's going to be the next gen, but it might not be the next gen. We don't have enough details.
Nope. Well, that's the funny thing right now. We're already starting to run in. I feel like we're almost to the end of Pokemon, yet not close yet. Mostly because there are still a certain amount of animals on the world.
Oh, that's not even half of it. I mean, Gen 4, we got lamps and candles and snow cones.
And keys.
And,
that was actually later.
I think it was Gen 5. Anyways, they're not going to run. Next thing you know, it's going to be a door.
Chair. Get off me! Ah!
I'm waiting for cell phones. It's going to be either a Rotom form or it's going to be a phone Pokemon. And it'll go from an old phone where you had the that one to a regular dial phone to cell phone.
Oh god, okay, that I can imagine that. The baby form, dial up.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the little rotary phone. Yeah,
it's evolving.
No, it's not. It's just dialing. But I can't see. I mean, that has to be an electric type, and for an inanimate object like that, it would have to be a ghost type.
Yeah.
Now the real question is, are we getting another evolution in the next game next year?
A lot of people have been asking about, maybe adding a dragon type or even like an evolved form of the normal type, which would be interesting. At that.
They've done friendship, they've done love, they've done stones, they've done environments. I'm sure. They could start adding the held item trading.
Mm-hmm.
But really, right now, unless they think of another way, I don't think there's another way to evolve. So they would have to get really creative at a certain point.
Well, the only ones that they really have left right now for evolution is Stone, Steel, Dragon, Ghost type, Ground, and Normal type.
And let's see, Poison. We got Grass. We got Ice.
And I've seen some fan art people.
Yeah.
People do fan art of other types of Pokemon air. Or
flying, yeah. I can't see it doing a flying type. I literally can't.
Not unless like they have like the scruff of it, like almost like wings in a way to glide just to glide.
Yeah, I can see it gliding, kind of like a first gen Spyro game.
Yeah,
I cannot see absolute flight. I cannot see it learning fly. I can see it doing aerial ace. I can see it doing whirlwind gust, that sort of thing. I cannot see it using fly.
And that could probably work for it.
I
would not mind that.
Although we never know what we're going to get. I mean, heck, Gen 3, we got a freaking dinosaur that's half plant, half flying.
Oh, yeah, the long neck one.
Tropius, yeah.
I don't know why, but that one is fine. I just don't like I don't like the bananas. They should just add like some more leaves to it and make it look like a beard.
You didn't like the bananas?
It just looked off to me.
You know what's funny? If you look at any anime, you rarely see the bananas.
Really?
Yeah. It's only in the game. But I can't think of anything else to say.
Neither can I.
All right, guys, that's it for this random talk.
I'm Review It Dan. I hope you all had a blast.
And I'm Otaku Kent. Follow us on social medias.
Facebook,
Instagram, Twitter, Instagram. Follow our friends at Final Stage Promotions, FSP. We do videos with them every once in a while, and they'll help us with our videos.
They do live stream on Twitch sometimes. They have some great talks and interviews. We're even on a couple of interviews ourselves.
And we got some great plans coming for y'all soon. Hope y'all always stay a little random.
Later.
Say bye, Eevee. Eevee!
Say bye, Pikachu. No, I don't want to.
If it pulled a Meowth, I swear.
To the deep voice Pikachu. No, I don't want to. I'm just going to go over here and drink.
If you do drink, please drink responsibly.
Please do.